as you're talking about trying to help them.
Trying to help. You understand? Trying to help somebody, and you know this thing you cannot. They will still see you as a wicked person.
True.
I'm just telling you the fact.
I know. I've been there.
So the best thing is just to do your best. If somebody requests, oh, I need 100K. If it's 10K, let me 100K. I don't have 100K. I have 10K to give to you. You give the person the 10K, then you have your peace of mind.
So you are telling me now that any which way, whether you want to help or you don't have to help, you have to be strong because they will still come after you. That's what you're just saying. Even if you give them small thing, they will still, because even if you don't give them exactly what they want, they'll come after you.
They'll still come after you.
They'll emotionally come after you. They'll mentally come after you, right? So I have experience with people not wanting to work in a country because I mean those people, I personally feel like they just do not want to be responsible personally. That has nothing to do with your family. That has nothing to do with your country. That has nothing to do with job scarcity or anything. There are individuals everywhere. I'm Canadian as well. I live in Canada. So I know there are people. In fact, like Canada government, they're looking to hire nurses, doctors from other countries, teachers from other countries, especially caretakers. There are people that, like older people, that you take care of them. They call caretakers. They're looking for people to do that, especially that job. Nobody want to do it because you have to take care of other people and people with disabilities too. You have to take care of them and like change their diapers. Like nobody want to do that kind of job. So they pay high in Canada. Canadians don't want, only for it. I've only seen foreigners do that job. They don't want to do it. So I understand when you say people don't want to work, right? But that's just individuals, you know. People can still be alive and die, like walking dead,
Yeah.
you know. So if you're not responsible for yourself, you will become a walking dead because you will lose your abilities one after the other. Then that's how you go. You fade out before 40 years old. You have liver cancer, whatever, then you die. Because you can't be lazy and expect someone. That's just like personal irresponsibility problems. I'm talking about general problems and people. There are people who are responsible too. Because I believe as a child, your parents, they brought you up. And as an adult, you have to bring yourself up. You have to train yourself. After your parents have done those for you, that then is your job to do it, you know?
Sorry, excuse me. I call some youth and I bring them together. And I was like, you guys don't want to work. What is the problem? What do you want? You some will complain. And I told them, as a youth, if you are running from responsibility, you can never be responsible. You see, because by the time you start running from this responsibility, the mindset of becoming responsible will not be there. You will just feel like it's just a normal life, but it's not. You forget that someday you will want to marry, someday you go want get pikin, someday you go want get good house, all these things. Then by the time you are running from responsibility, how do you intend to acquire all these things?
Take care of
At the end of the day, you end up maybe living a life that you don't want to live. You start joining some guys that are smoking, start living wayward life. You see? And they will say, it's a problem of our government. Is this? It's not. It's not. Because even the same people, those people that you are looking at, you are pointing at our president, our leaders are not doing well. They started from somewhere. They all have story. By the time they start sharing their own experience, at least before you can get to somewhere, you will try. Just try. By the time you keep trying, there's no how you will make an effort that you will not one day consistency will find you. There's no how you will not become something in life. But by the time you relax and you expect people to do things for you, it's just like a mother nursing a baby. Because the way you nurse a baby, and that child begin to grow up like that, without, you don't want to stress the boy, you don't want to stress the person, you don't want to. That's how the same person will grow up, and you end up regretting that. There's a guy complained to me, do you know that my mom used to papa my elder brother, my other one, but me, each time I come around her, she will just shout at me. I say, bro, you should be lucky. You know why? Because that woman is training you. And he said, now, so as the conversation was going, it was like, oh, If you see my dad brother, he don't used to hear, he's very stubborn. I say you see, but you, anything that happens now, your mom will quickly call you because you know you are responsible. So you should be thankful to him. So all these things sometimes are probably caused by parents, parental training.
Yes, you're very,
You
very
understand? All
right.
these things sometimes is being how you raise your kids, how you raise your children
Exactly.
also matters a lot. And by the time you start, blaming this, blaming that, you will end up not going anywhere in life. Everybody has their own story. Like I used to tell people, just try. And you see all this content creation. There was a time we have this COVID. Nobody expected this thing to happen.
No.
Nobody expected COVID. Nobody saw this coming. You understand? This thing took everybody unaware. We all have to sit at home. No job. You can't go out to work. You can't do anything. You can't even have cash. There was a time there was cashless policy here in Nigeria.
Yes.
To be honest with you, during the time of COVID, like me and my friend were like, oh, it's normal, let's just wake up, eat, sleep. But do you know that there are some people inside their house, they are still working and they're still earning money. So many people become rich during the time of COVID. So many people became so rich during time of COVID. Like for example, Sabinus. At least that time, Sabinus, they shoot skit. Everybody they watch, we they laugh. We are the one operating, searching our phone. Oh, we will laugh for money. We go say na beans and potato we dey eat. We dey eat for house. Morning we wake up eat beans and potato. For what? But the point where we realize say we suppose don dey do some things during that time, e don come too late. We have to start now struggle. We started struggling back to see how we can meet up. But thank God we did not relent. She understand?
There's never too late.
Because thank God we did not relent.
It's better to do it late than never. Exactly. Earlier you said something about family. Is the way your family brought you up, polygamous home. I understand the stress. In fact, do you want to know something? The first family in the Bible, Cain killed Abel.
Oh.
That's to let you know that your family, there will always be problems. You understand? There will always be problems. There might not be a perfect family. Okay, for example, if my family had money, I believe it would be better than where we are right now today. I believe so, But lack of education, right? Because I've had experience, even people tell me that they send money from abroad to help their family build house and they came home to nothing. I've had my share. I have my own story about that.
Oh God.
So like, I'm coming now, I'm going to let you talk your own, but I have my own story too. But thank God that I met half of, at least a downstairs that they are living in. It's for they are the one living inside though. I paid for upstairs, POP, everything. I only met down, which I am grateful for. And I have learned my lesson the hard way. In fact, today as I'm speaking to you, I've learned how to cut off anybody that plays with my life. Because my life is the only thing I have. We're going to come there, but let's stick to the family feud.
Sorry.
So if the first family in the world ever, Cain killed Abel, right? And we know that in this life, now wetin now go get you to the next level. Now go information.
Very powerful.
Information. As we are here right now, we're talking right now. After we leave here, is information that will get you to the next place. Sure. Not going home. The next thing you will do, your job, is your information, what you know.